Where are my people? You were all, I wanted them to come. They were the people I really wanted to invite, not all you guys. Wow. What is this for, posterity? Posterity? So we're here to celebrate the 40th anniversary of Northbrook Toyota. Luckily, I get to tell you that I was not the original dealer. I'm not nearly old enough to have been here for 40 years doing this, but this was something, Northbrook Toyota was my father's idea. Somehow he had the foresight to believe that in 1973 that people were actually going to come out and buy this crazy, inexpensive Japanese car that didn't look particularly very pretty, didn't run particularly very well, and really didn't have very many people that were interested in buying it. But somehow between 1973 and 2013, we have been fortunate enough to be associated with with the best automobile company in the world that makes the finest automobiles for sale anywhere in the world. And who knew he was that smart? At that age, I was in my teenager, and I thought everything my dad did was stupid. And this was just, as do all 16-year-olds, and this was just another one of those stupid things. And in fact, look what it's turned into. And it's been an honor and a privilege to have been associated with Toyota for all these 40 years. And I want to introduce Kevin Fletcher. Kevin is the regional general manager from Toyota Motor Sales USA, Inc. And he's actually here to present me with my 40-year anniversary award.
Great. Thanks, Michael.
Can I go with that?
I'll try. I'll talk louder now. Is that okay? Well, thank you. I apologize. I was running a little late. I was downtown. We had a meeting, and so. But I did want to take an opportunity and. Michael, believe it or not, we've been trying to schedule this for a little time because actually we're getting close to 41 now.
41, I know.
I think July, right? But it's important for us to take this opportunity because I think that, certainly anytime we can recognize a dealer for an anniversary, it's always special. But obviously 40 years, that's really special, right? Only about 10% of our dealers can actually say they've been around for 40 plus years. And we have the privilege on calling on 112 dealers within the Chicago region, which encompasses 4 states. But, again, I think when you look at, and Michael started to relay, and I thought you said you were 4 when.
Yeah, I was old.
But when you look at, really, and you said it fast. I mean, Toyota's been in the U.S. for 55 years now. But you're absolutely right. So in '57, when they came to the U.S. For some of you that know a little bit of the history with the Toyopad, but it did so poorly here in the States because they weren't accustomed to the roads that were here. Toyota had to take a time out, and then they came back in 1965. So obviously in the 70s, and certainly timing's everything, and with gas crisis and everything else, that really spurred the interest in Toyota, and we've come so far. And you look at where Toyota is in the U.S., it's just absolutely remarkable. So, I think it's a great opportunity for us to say thank you to all of our partners and the dealers that really have made us successful. So it's a great opportunity for us to say thank you to Northbrook. As you said, I always like to take an opportunity when you look at 40 years. I know some of us here in the room today can talk about 40 years ago and what happened, and I'll give you an easy one on this. So 1972, who was the president? Nixon. That was an easy one. Anybody want to take a guess on what a cost of a stamp was?
3 cents.
10.
4.
10. 10 cents. I don't even know what a stamp costs today, but 10 cents was. How about a gallon of gas?
98 cents.
No.
50. Right? It was around 50 cents. Yeah.
45.
36 cents was the price of gas.
Yeah.
And then, I always like to look at the sports trivias and stuff like that, but none of the teams are really local, so it's not, to me, it's not of interest. Academy Awards.
Did you enjoy the game last night?
Well, And he's taking the shot because, as some of you know, I'm from Michigan, and so yes, I did not enjoy the game, but my hats off to all the Blackhawks fans. Chicago played a wonderful series, great series. So congrats. But Academy Award, this one's hard to believe. 40 years.
Longest yard.
The Godfather. Think about that. So, anyways, with that being said, I mean, the point, it just kind of puts in perspective when you look back and reflect on 40 years, as Michael can attest to, and I'm sure many of the associates that have been here and been a part of Toyota for a long time, it really is special. And when I think of Toyota, you look at, you know, the recipe for success for Toyota is our strong partnership with our dealers. Because Toyota wouldn't be where we are today if it wasn't for the dealerships and all of the wonderful associates that represent Toyota. And we have come a long way. We have 10 manufacturing plants here in the U.S. We produce 13 models. Over 70% of the cars that we produce or that we sell are sold here in the U.S. Number one passenger car in America, Camry, 11 years in a row. So it's phenomenal, the success and everything. And you know what? It's so exciting. We certainly had some challenges a few years ago, but we are past that. You look at what we're doing today and, you know, all these vehicles, but, you know, this year in particular, we're going to launch 7 new vehicles. And it started with the Avalon, so at the tail end of last year, but as far as the volume of the cars started coming in at the new year. But we just launched the all-new RAV, which is exciting. So we got 5 more vehicles, refreshed vehicles, to finish up with the rest of this year. And this meeting that I just came from, they just shared with us a lot of the all-new Corolla that we're going to see in August. And everybody knows Corolla is near and dear to our heart because it accounts for such a volume vehicle for Toyota. So it's really exciting. And then we're going to finish the year with an all-new Highlander. So truly, it is really exciting. But with that being said, again, I can't emphasize enough, we want to take the opportunity to thank Michael and his family for everything that you've done for Toyota. We really appreciate it. And to all the wonderful associates that have been here and been a part of Toyota, on behalf of, there's a number of Chicago region associates that are here, and I know even the banks here, Toyota Financial Services, it really is special. And counting cars, but you know, it really is. And so again, we want to take this opportunity, so we have a little recognition. It's a 2-piece award, so I'm warning you. You got to be careful with this. But it's a little recognition. It's a, you know, doesn't do it justice, but 40 years. So Michael, on behalf of Toyota Motor Sales USA, thank you for everything that you've done for us. Thank you very much.
But Kroll. It's the only car they still make the same. It's the only one left. Right. There was the Corona Mark II. So this is how high quality the Corona Mark II. The first one I ever got into. It wasn't moving. I turned the steering wheel. The steering wheel snapped off of my hand. That was what they were like.